What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,600 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we're still pandemic living, but that doesn't mean that you can't go out and enjoy some good food, all right? Some good fare for my AT aliens that are out there. If you have not checked out this particular restaurant, OMG, I don't know what you're doing. So today we have the managing partner of Bulla Gastropub, Eric Michaels. Hey, Eric.
How are we doing today?
We're doing
I'd like to say hello to you and all your listeners, and I'm thrilled to be a part of this podcast.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric, for being with us. So, Eric, I hear that you're a newbie to the ATL. So, where are you from, Eric?
Yes, ma'am. I've been living in South Florida for 20 years. You know, the home of the Bulla brand started in Coral Gables in Miami. So I've been down there for 20 years and saw an opportunity here in Atlanta, and, you know, it was time for a change. And I've heard so many amazing things about Atlanta. I just wanted to become part of that community.
Yes. All right. So starting off a little bit, going into the origin of Bulla, how did Bulla start?
Oh, Bulla, it's the brainchild of Carlos Centurion. In 2003, he opened his first store in Coral Gables. There was a passion for family and community. At Bulla, we put emphasis on food as well as drinks while keeping the authenticity of our Spanish cuisine served in a traditional bar atmosphere. Here at Bulla, guests will be able to, enjoy an array of small plates. This approach to plating gives a chance for all the guests to appreciate each and every portion, interesting and interacting with each other, which is kind of what we really pride ourselves on. Our menu is designed to encourage conversation, people sharing and enjoying the meal together. It's like this is kind of our home, so we try to allow people to feel like they're in a traditional family atmosphere in the heart of Spain. Superb quality is always offered and demonstrated by our menu, craft beer selections, extensive detailed Spanish wine list. It's an amazing place to be.
Yes. And where did the name Bulla come from?
Well, that's a great question. Bulla means noise or chatter, and we try to provide a space of energy and music and interaction. I mean, we want people to feel like guests in our home, and we all know the louder people get, the more fun they end up having. So Bulla just means chatter, and we want people to be, the best conversations you have are when you're breaking bread with your family and friends, new and old alike. So that's what we're trying to foster here.
Gotcha. What would you say makes Bulla stand out in the sea of all the Atlanta dining options?
Well, I would say there are 4 ways we could stand out. Now, I don't want to bore your audience, but they're they're substantial ways. We travel around the world seeking flavors and discovering new ingredients. I mean, we seek our distinctive style of cuisine and our concepts, that they're built, and we travel to every Spanish community, and we try to take from them something that makes them unique. Second, sharing is embedded in our restaurant's DNA. All the food is meant to be shared with friends, families, loved ones, future and new friends. In our social environment, you'll see new friendships spark all around the restaurant. The third, I think, is our concept is injected with personality. We're fun, we're social, we're distinct. We're creating the soul of our concept has been done by meticulous details and characteristics that make us unique. And I think the fourth way that we stand out is truly passion. I mean, we love this business. I mean, the rush of dinner service at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, the countless weekends we've worked, the long shifts we've endured, brings a satisfaction that is equally shared with our guests who, the smiles and positive reviews make it all worthwhile.
Okay. Absolutely. All right. So what are some of the COVID precautions diners will experience should they decide to dine in?
Well, that's a very important question, especially in today's world. We follow every CDC requirement and suggestion. We have sanitizer stations for all guests to use prior to being seated. We have no touch infrared thermometers, socially distanced seating. We have a modified reservation timing to ensure that the timing of the reservations are spaced out. All our paper menus have been discarded. We now use the QR codes, which is a trend that I think every restaurant should be using by now. General surfaces throughout the restaurant are cleaned after every use. Dining tables, chairs, booths, all sanitized. All plateware, glassware, and flatware, they all undergo a high temperature rinse and sanitizing. And we offer disposable cutlery for those who don't want to use, the flatware that we offer.
Okay.
Our team members, they undergo daily temperature checks. All team members wear face masks. The service team members, wear gloves in the back of the house. We hand wash, continually throughout the day. And we're doing everything and all we can because our guests are the most important part of our business. We want them to feel safe and comfortable when they come to Bulla.
Absolutely. How would you describe the current theme of your menu?
Well, it's a seasonal menu now, so we're going into, the winter months, so we have, we have a lot of great flavors that come specifically from different regions. And the best part about our seasonal menu, if I can, Ash, is that we incorporate all team members. They have, when we do our seasonal menu 4 times a year, every single team member at every position from, dishwasher all the way up to managing partners encouraged to provide recipes for our executive chef to try out and things that they've, experienced before when they traveled and things like that. So our team members are they're a very important part of our family. Mm-hmm. So a lot of our seasonal menus come directly from our staff and our managers that are underneath our umbrella. So it's just, we have an amazing, caldosa brisket, which is, like a traditional caldosa dish with a short rib, braised short rib coming out. We do a lot of the mussels and the clams because of that warm broth that just warms your soul every time you sip it. Yeah. And we're changing it continually. And we have some amazing Spanish margaritas and Spanish old-fashioned, it has a little apple cider in it that just warms, a little cinnamon. Just on a cold day, it's a warm, cold beverage.
Absolutely. And that's what I wanted to get into next, Eric. Now, I like a good drink, Eric. All right. I like a nice cocktail. So what would you say right now is probably your most popular cocktail?
Well, hands down, our most popular cocktails are our sangrias. We have a red and a white. But one unique thing about Bulla, if you come in, we don't have any flavored liquors. We don't carry flavored vodkas or flavored whiskeys or anything like that. We make all of our syrups all in-house. Like we create our lemongrass syrup. Nothing is artificial. Everything is just made from the freshest ingredients. So if you taste basil in your martini or lemongrass in your gin and tonic, it's actual lemongrass. It's actual basil. It's actually lavender that we utilize. That's something we take great pride in. Our drink service, if our drink service isn't, as fast as we would like it traditionally, because every cocktail, is measured precisely and created uniquely for that individual. So you have to come in, and it's well worth the wait if you wait for one of our craft cocktails.
I like stuff that's fresh now, Eric, and you guys doing everything from scratch. That okay, all right. So I gotta make my way out there.
Our Spanish margaritas. So.
Certainly.
Our Spanish margarita will definitely hit the button.
Absolutely. All right. So last but certainly not least, when COVID goes away, what do you think will still remain that has been a new addition to the culinary scene here as a result to the pandemic?
Well, I truly believe that the QR codes, the QR code concept that most restaurants are using now, I don't think that'll go away. I know for us, it allows us to change our menu more readily without having to go through the extensive cost of printing new menus. Mm-hmm. So that QR code, I think we're gonna maintain that, and I think most restaurants will. It benefits everyone. Our sanitizing stations most definitely will remain. At least at Bulla, it gives our guests a feeling of comfort, a little bit of control in this chaotic world, that they know that they're doing something to help themselves and help others. So we're going to keep the sanitizing stations. I also noticed that our purveyors, a lot of the purveyors, they're taking extra precaution with the products that they're delivering, and I hope that concept continues too, because it's made our products a lot fresher. They've been here on a more timely basis, so we hope that. I think everyone has taken a step back and taken this pandemic incredibly seriously and found ways that they can do business better while still doing business. So, I'm praying that all of those changes take place, and a lot of them, the guests will benefit from without even realizing they're happening.
Absolutely. Eric, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you being on Words. Let everyone know.
I hope everyone comes down and welcomes me to Atlanta. So.
Yes. I will have to come through, Eric, so just save a seat for me, might have set me up by the bar. I'm not going to lie to you. A good sangria, I'm down. I'm game.
Well, We appreciate you very much. So thank you for allowing us to be joining you today.
Absolutely. Let everyone know the best way to get more information and, of course, to follow you guys on social media.
Oh, it's gastrobars.com. You can visit any one of our different, every Bulla listed throughout the country is on that website, gastrobars.com. Can't beat it. Follow us right on Facebook, too.
I love it. Much more success to you guys. Like I said, I'll be headed out to Bulla soon. I'll see you guys in a minute. But I certainly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.